They won't hurt you? Park Minji looked at the Korean translator woman. She was young. She worked for the Americans. How do you know? Minji whispered. The translator woman smiled gently. Because I've seen it. American doctors, they're different. They treat people like people. Minji nodded. She wanted to believe. But 3 years had taught her not to trust. Since 1942, the Japanese army had used her as a comfort woman, a number, an object, 20 to 30 soldiers per day. Now, August 1945, Korea. The war was over, and the American medical team wanted to treat her. But Minji was afraid, because every man had started with help. When she entered the examination room, the American doctor stood up, and he did something that shocked Minji. He bowed. With respect. Thank you for trusting us, he said. When Minji heard that sentence, she began to cry, because for 3 years no one had said thank you to her. Now I'm going to ask you a simple question. Does this story end happy or tragic? Write happy or tragic in the comments. At the end of the video, we'll see who was right. By the way, welcome to Frontline Diaries. Here, every day, I share incredible stories of war's unsung heroes. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications. If you're ready, let's continue with this powerful story. Korea, 1942. Park Minji was 20 years old. She lived in a small village near Seoul. Her father was a farmer. Her mother made traditional Korean clothes. Minji had dreams. She wanted to be a teacher. She loved children. She loved books. One morning in March, Japanese soldiers came to the village. They were looking for young women. Work opportunity, they said. Factory work in Japan, good pay. Minji's family was poor, very poor. The Japanese occupation had made life difficult. When the soldiers said there was work, Minji's father hesitated. I don't know, he said. Minji is young. She should stay home. But the soldiers insisted. She'll send money home. She'll help the family. Minji looked at her mother's tired face, at her younger siblings' hungry eyes. I'll go, she said quietly. I'll help, her mother cried. Are you sure? Minji nodded. I'll be back soon. But it was a lie, the Japanese soldiers' lie. They didn't take Minji to a factory. They took her to a comfort station, a building, isolated, guarded by Japanese soldiers. When Minji realized what was happening, she tried to run, but the soldiers stopped her. You signed the paper, they said. You belong to the Imperial Army now. But I didn't know, Minji cried. You said factory work. The soldiers laughed. This is your work. You'll serve the soldiers. Minji was locked in a small room, 6 feet by 8 feet, a mat on the floor, a bucket in the corner. That first night, 15 soldiers came. Minji screamed. She fought, but there were too many. After that night, Minji learned fighting didn't help. She became a number. Number 7, not Park Minji, not a person, just a number. For 3 years, Minji lived in that hell. Every day, 20 to 30 soldiers, sometimes more. She stopped counting after the first month. The other women at the station were Korean too. Some were younger than Minji. The youngest was 16. They didn't talk much. What was there to say? At night, Minji would lie on her mat and remember her village, her mother's face, her siblings' laughter. Are they waiting for me? She wondered. Do they think I'm dead? She wanted to die many times, but something kept her alive. A small voice inside. This will end. Someday, this will end. In 1945, things changed. The war was turning. American forces were advancing. Japanese soldiers were retreating. The comfort station became chaotic. Fewer soldiers, less food, more fear. One morning in August 1945, the Japanese soldiers were gone. Just gone. The women looked at each other. What do we do? They walked out, slowly, afraid. Outside, the world had changed. When Minji walked out of the comfort station, she saw other Korean civilians. The war is over, they said. Japan surrendered. Americans are coming. Minji didn't feel joy. She felt nothing. For 3 years, she had been a number. How could she be a person again? The other women from the station scattered. Some went home. Some disappeared. Minji didn't know where to go. Her village was far. She had no money, no food. She wandered. A Korean woman found her. An older woman, kind face. Are you from the comfort station? She asked gently. Minji nodded, ashamed. The woman didn't judge. Come. Americans have a medical camp. They're helping people. Minji hesitated. Americans? They're doctors. They help everyone. Minji followed, but she was afraid. All men are the same, she thought. They all want the same thing. The American medical camp was in a school building. Tents outside, medical supplies, doctors and nurses in clean uniforms. When Minji arrived, a Korean woman approached. Young, maybe 25. She spoke Korean and English. I'm Sun-hee, she said. I'm a translator for the Americans. Are you here for medical help? Minji nodded silently. Sun-hee's eyes were kind. You're safe here. The doctors just want to help. Help? Minji whispered. Why? Sun-hee smiled sadly. Because you're a human being, and you deserve care. That word, human being, hit Minji like a punch. For 3 years she hadn't been human. Could she be human again? Sun-hee took Minji to a waiting area. The doctor will see you soon, she said. Minji sat. Her hands trembled. Around her, other Korean civilians waited. Old people, children, wounded soldiers, everyone was being treated. Americans in white coats moved quickly but gently. A nurse called, Park Minji? Minji stood. Her legs felt weak. Sun-hee walked with her. I'll translate, and I'll stay with you, okay? Minji nodded. They entered a small examination room. A woman stood inside. American, maybe 40 years old. Brown hair tied back, white coat, stethoscope around her neck. She smiled. Hello, I'm Dr. Sarah Mitchell. Minji froze. A woman doctor. Dr. Mitchell gestured to a chair. Please, sit. As Minji sat, Dr. Mitchell did something unexpected. She bowed. A respectful Korean bow. Thank you for trusting us, she said through Sun-hee's translation. Minji's eyes filled with tears, because for 3 years no one had thanked her for anything. Dr. Mitchell sat across from Minji, not above her, across from her, eye level. Minji, she said gently, I'm here to help. But first I need to ask, are you comfortable with me examining you? If not, we can wait, or find a different doctor. Minji stared. She's asking permission. Sun-hee explained. Dr. Mitchell won't do anything without your consent. You can say no. You can leave any time. Minji's voice was barely a whisper. You're asking me? Dr. Mitchell nodded. Yes. Your body is yours. No one touches you without permission. Those words broke something in Minji. She began to cry. Dr. Mitchell didn't rush her. She just sat, waiting. After several minutes, Minji whispered, I was at a comfort station for 3 years. Dr. Mitchell's face showed pain, not disgust, not judgment, just pain. I'm so sorry, she said. That should never have happened to you. Minji looked up. You don't think I'm dirty? Dr. Mitchell leaned forward. Minji, listen to me. What happened to you was not your fault. You are not dirty. You are a survivor. You are strong. Minji sobbed, because for 3 years she had believed she was dirty, ruined, worthless. But this American doctor said she was strong. The examination was difficult. Minji had infections, malnutrition, physical trauma. But Dr. Mitchell was gentle. Every step she explained what she was doing. Every touch she asked permission. I'm going to check your abdomen now. Is that okay? I need to listen to your heart. May I? Each question restored a piece of Minji's humanity. After the examination, Dr. Mitchell wrote notes. Then she looked at Minji. You're going to need treatment, she said. Antibiotics for the infections, vitamins for the malnutrition, and time to heal. Will I be okay? Minji asked. Dr. Mitchell smiled. Yes. Physically you'll heal. It will take time, but you'll heal. And Minji hesitated. And inside? Dr. Mitchell's smile faded. That will take longer. The trauma you experienced, it doesn't go away quickly. But Minji, you're not alone. We'll help you. There are other women here, other survivors. You can heal together. Minji nodded. For the first time in 3 years, she felt something. Hope. After the examination, a nurse brought Minji to a recovery area, cots with clean sheets, blankets, pillows. The nurse handed Minji a blanket. "This is yours," Sun Hee translated. Minji stared. "Mine?" "Yes, yours. No one will take it from you." Minji held the blanket. It was soft, clean. It smelled like soap. She began to cry again. For 3 years, nothing had been hers. Not her body, not her time, not even her name. But this blanket was hers. The nurse, confused by the tears, looked worried. "Is something wrong?" Sun Hee understood. She smiled sadly. "No, everything's right." Over the next days, Minji stayed at the medical camp. She received antibiotics, vitamins, food, rest. But the most important healing came from the other women. There were 5 other Korean women at the camp, all former comfort women. At first, they didn't talk. Shame kept them silent. But one evening, one woman spoke. "My name is Young Hee. I was at a comfort station in Manchuria." Another woman, "I'm Soo Jin. I was taken in 1943. One by one, they shared." And Minji realized she wasn't alone. When it was her turn, Minji whispered, "I'm Minji. I was number 7. Young Hee reached over and held Minji's hand. "You're not a number. You're Minji, and you're strong." That night, the women cried together. And for the first time in years, Minji didn't feel alone. One afternoon, Dr. Mitchell sat with Minji. "How are you feeling?" she asked. "Better," Minji said. "The medicine is helping." Dr. Mitchell nodded. "Good. Minji, I want to tell you something. You don't have to stay at this camp. When you're ready, we can help you get home. Or find a new place, whatever you want." Minji hesitated. "I don't know if I can go home. My family. They'll be ashamed." Dr. Mitchell shook her head. "You have nothing to be ashamed of. You were a victim of war crimes. But in Korea, people will think." "I know," Dr. Mitchell said sadly. "Society can be cruel. But Minji, you survived. You're here. That takes courage." Minji looked at Dr. Mitchell. "Why do you care?" "I'm not American. I'm not your people." Dr. Mitchell smiled. "Because you're human. And that's enough." That answer settled into Minji's heart. In September 1945, Minji made a decision. She wouldn't go back to her village. Too much shame, too much pain. Instead, she would stay in Seoul, build a new life. Dr. Mitchell helped her find housing, a small room in a boarding house for women. "This is yours," Dr. Mitchell said. "You'll be safe here." Minji looked around the tiny room, a bed, a table, a window with sunlight. It was small, but it was hers. "Thank you," Minji whispered. Dr. Mitchell hugged her. "You're going to be okay, Minji. It won't be easy, but you're strong." Before leaving Korea, Dr. Mitchell gave Minji one last gift, a letter, in English and Korean. "To whom it may concern, Park Minji is a survivor of war crimes. She deserves respect, dignity, and compassion. Anyone who reads this letter, please treat her with the humanity she was denied. She is not a victim. She is a survivor." Dr. Sarah Mitchell, U.S. Army Medical Corps. Minji held the letter and cried. Years later, Minji would tell her story. Not immediately. The shame took decades to overcome. But in the 1990s, when other Korean comfort women began speaking out, Minji joined them. She told the world, we were human beings. We deserved dignity. And one American doctor showed me that dignity still existed. She kept the blanket Dr. Mitchell gave her. It was worn now, faded, but she never threw it away, because that blanket wasn't just fabric. It was a symbol of dignity, of humanity, of hope. In 1942, Park Minji was taken. In 1945, she was freed. But it was Dr. Sarah Mitchell who showed her she could be human again. And that lesson, that gift, Minji carried for the rest of her life. So did the story end happy or tragic? What did you write in the comments? Did you guess correctly? If this story moved you, please hit the like button. And to see a new Frontline Diaries story tomorrow, don't forget to subscribe. See you soon.